Hey gamers, what's up? It's me, Ampersand. This is Castlevania 64. Um, I've never actually beaten this game start to finish, but I've always kind of liked it. I've always had an affinity to I've always had a bit of an affinity to it, and I think it has a pretty unique setting and aesthetic, and the 3D, this was kind of the beginning of 3D with the N64. Before this for Nintendo, it was the Super Nintendo. And while there was Star Fox and such on the Super Nintendo, this was kind of the first real foray into 3D graphics and in large scale kind of 3D environments. So I do applaud Castlevania 64 for getting some things right. It gets some other things kind of wrong. But overall, I do like this game a lot, and so I thought I'd play it and do my little Let's Play series. This is my second game. I have beaten Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and now we're moving on to good old Castlevania. So here we go. We just go to game start here. Also, that beautiful violin introduction to the game is awesome. It's very artsy-fartsy, but I love it a lot. We're gonna do normal because I'm not a puss, as it were. And so here we go. So we get to select our character. We can either be this Reinhardt guy. Reinhardt kind of being more of the traditional Castlevania character. He's got a whip. He uses sub-weapons. Carrie uses sub-weapons too, but he's got the whip. That's his main primary attack. In fact, besides the character themselves, the major difference in gameplay between these two are just kind of their primary attack mode. So Reinhardt is the whip. He's kind of Belmonty. He might even be a Belmont. I have no idea. I never had the manual for this game, so I don't know what background information there is on Reinhardt. He could be like Reinhardt Belmont, and I would have no fucking idea because they didn't tell me here. And then Carrie. Carrie has a magical attack that homes on enemies, and it can be pretty useful. Sometimes it can be a little funky and fidgety to kind of get working, because sometimes it just loops around enemies instead of just hitting them. But she's a solid choice too. If I had to fucking flip a coin, I don't know. I guess I'll just play Reinhardt. He's a cool looking guy. And here we go. The first chapter in the Ampersand Adventures Let's Play of Castlevania 60 Schnorr.
Transylvania, in the mid-19th century, the province of Wallachia. In this time of peace and plenty, no one foresees the return of ancient horrors. But the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned to the path of wickedness, and the bonds that seal their evil ruler's spirit are weakening. Deep in his castle, he stirs from a century of enforced sleep. Count Dracula awakes. Reinhard Schneider,
Not a Belmont.
heir to the
Oh.
ancient Belmont clan of vampire hunters. His blood
He is?
dooms him to oppose the might of Count Dracula. Wielding the holy whip of his ancestors, the young vampire killer begins his quest.
I actually would not have expected him to be part of the Belmont clan. Shouldn't you have the Belmont last name if you're part of the Belmont clan? I don't know exactly how that works, but maybe Belmont is more of a title that's passed down rather than a last name. I have no fucking idea at this point, but crazy. Crazy story. Here we go. We're in the thick of it, gamers. There's Reinhardt himself. I
Don't leave me.
like how he does the Father, the Son, and the Holy shit! Yeah, see, look, this is so much different than the other Castlevanias you might be used to. It's 3D and shit, right? You can run backwards, left and right. You can jump in a 3D environment. You can whip. You can duck if you want to. I don't think ducking is used terribly too much, but it is an option. Oh, you can slide though if you kind of do the duck button as you're running. That's actually kind of cool. I don't think I've ever done that before in my entire life. Probably not super useful, but you can snap the camera around, which is always nice. With the R button, you know, one of the things that like a lot of of these early 3D kind of games get wrong is the camera. But it's nice to be able to just zip around. And ah! Oh, did I scare you, gamers? Things are gonna get spooky. You also get this little dagger that you can use to like break these things. It's also a melee attack, and it's like okay, I guess. Eventually, you do just end up like using your whip more often than not, because like you can just like whip those things too. You don't have to use the knife to break those. I'm not 100% sure what the point of the knife is. Oh my god, a cutscene. He has breathed his last breath. A local villager. Hubba 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 hubba. Holy shit. Peekaboo. Yeah, check these fucking like early 3D skeleton models out. Ugh, it gives me such a boner. They ain't the only ones moaning and groaning at this point. But yeah, this thing is called Power Up. It powers up your whip, so it goes like farther, hits harder. All around good to collect power-ups as much as possible. And then we want to go this way. When there's a giant fucking gate, you must whip it. Yeah, that's one of many whip it jokes I'm going to make throughout this Let's Play. Get ready for a lot of that. Nah, that's the last one I'm ever going to make. I promise. There he is, though. The big bone boy himself. But yeah, isn't that like a giant fucking, like, skeleton? Kind of, like, kicks ass, in my opinion. Whip the shit out of it. Also, I think if I get a little lucky, I think I can actually get like another whip upgrade, which would be pretty excellent. Haven't got it yet though. No, that was close. But here's the this is the final upgrade, by the way. The whip don't get much better than this. Also, I forget a little bit if, like... Oh, he's really hurting. He's hurting for a squirtin'. But yeah, I forget if money is actually a thing or not in this game. Where are you going? Hey! What? Get back here, you sack of monkey shit. There we go. We killed him, gamers. I'm gonna grab this gold before he goes. Whoa, look at him go! But yeah, another thing you can do is you can go into like a first-person-y kind of a mode, and yeah. What the hell is that? What was that noise? Is that me just stepping on the ground? It's just going crazy? Okay. Okay, Castlevania 64. Anyways, the good thing about using that, it does kind of help you a little bit line up your jumps. I do like going into first person every now and then just to line my hot little tuchus up. But believe it or not, gamers, I know this is going to make you cry. You're going to start boo-hooing any second now. But the truth is that we've actually kind of reached the end of this episode. And it's kind of like good timing, too, because check it out. It's a white jewel. And we're going to save. There we go. Nice. So yeah, that's kind of it for... I love this. Sorry. But yeah, thanks for watching, gamers. This has been a fun little dip into Castlevania 64. Hope you liked it, and I hope I'll see you on the next episode where we go even further into this game. We just plunge unwrapped, deep as deep as possible into this game. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Actually, I'm going to take that axe before we call it quits. Bye-bye!